Hello and welcome to the S Word Live. My name is Renee Rebar, sales strategist, TEDx speaker, and author. And my goal today is to help you make sales simple and fun. So let's talk about this. Today I'm talking about something that has been coming up over and over, especially recently. And it is this sneaky little reason that it seems like even super smart, highly qualified business owners are getting stuck when it comes to selling for themselves. So I'm excited because I've got a really good story. So this is from literally a message that I received this morning from someone that I'm working with. So let me tell me if this sounds familiar or if you've ever wondered what to do. Okay, so here's what's happening. So if this sounds familiar, let me know. So say hello as you join, whether you're live or on the replay. I'm excited. So you have been learning, all right? This happens a lot. Like they've been learning new techniques, new strategies, and even maybe getting certified. Is this you? Do you know anybody like that who's been really investing in their professional development? So let me know if you've done that, because I want you to really pat yourself in the back. Yes, you've been investing and developing your professional development. So you've been learning, training, getting certified, and you've kind of outgrown your clients. Has that ever happened too, where you realize that you kind of look around and you're like, the people that I'm working with hired me before I knew what I know now, before I was certified, before I was trained up, and I was charging them kindergarten rates, right? But now you're a senior. And so it's time to make a change. But wait, I don't want to lose the clients I have, and I certainly don't want to lose the money I'm making from them, even if it's less than what I should be charging. But I don't know anybody who would pay that. I mean, who would I even talk to? And I can't just raise my rates for no good reason. So what do you do? So let me know if this sounds familiar, whether you're live or on the replay, or if you know someone who this has happened to. Because this is what I talk about and deal with all of the time with my clients and students. If we haven't met, know this. I have been selling professionally since 1994. Yes, I'm old enough. From the streets of New York, from SkyTel SkyPagers to here. And today I work with lots of agency owners and consultants and strategists from around the world who are selling everything from life coaching to energy work to Facebook ads coaching and consulting to podcast development to Christian leadership, all of the above. So I work with some amazing, highly qualified, incredible business owners. And I can tell you that not one of them has really escaped this completely, because we all have this thing in us. Even me. I have a coach. I have a mentor. I need this too. So it's not something it's like a muscle, right? It's not something like, oh, I did one perfect push-up, therefore I have perfect arms. It's about continuing the conversation. So let's dive into what to do about it. So if you feel like this sneaky little thing might have snuck into your world, let's cut it out, because I have helped thousands of people sell millions of dollars in products and services, and I want to help you too. So what do you do, right? Who do I offer something to? What do I offer them? I have these newfound skills, but I've outgrown my clients. I've outgrown my audience, but I don't even know what to offer, or I don't even know how much I should charge, or I don't even know who would pay that much. I mean, I hear people charging this much, but I'm not sure if my people wouldn't pay that. So if this sounds familiar, give me a high five or an emoji in the comments. Or maybe it's not you. Maybe you're not this person, but maybe you know someone. Maybe you have a good friend that had this happen to them. So here's what to do instead. So here's how to get unstuck if this sneaky little problem has come up and gotten your sales stuck too, or someone that you know. You don't have to admit it here, I know. So number one, this is a huge one, and I'm going to be giving you like a permission slip. This permission slip is you don't have to know what you're going to offer to start the conversation. Wait, what? What'd you say, Renee? Wait, what? Back up the truck. Correct. To start the conversation, you don't have to know what you're going to offer. You're not Costco. You're not Target. You don't have to pull something off the shelf and have it pre-priced and pre-barcoded. You're not a product. There's no barcodes here, right? There's no barcodes. Custom, right? So whether you own an agency or whether you are a coach or a consultant, we know everybody wants custom, so give them custom. Even if it's very similar to things you've done in the past, it's still the upgraded, newer version of what you're doing because now you're more trained, more certified, more ready to deliver more results faster. So you don't have to know exactly what you're going to offer to start the conversation. The key thing is to start the conversation. So many of the women I work with, they'll sit and they'll rework and think and try to productize something that's not it's not productizable, if that's even a word, right? So we're not trying to put it in a box and put it on a shelf with a barcode. We're trying to really eliminate the customization that really already exists by you delivering it. So number one, to avoid getting this sneaky little sticky spot in selling for yourself, do not try to productize yourself. Oh, thank you. I thank you. I see the comments coming in. Thank you so much. Number two, dun, dun, dun. You ready? You know more people than you think. So if you think, well, I don't know what I'm going to offer them, there's your permission slip. You don't have to know the end game before you start the conversation. Number two, nobody I know would buy this. Nobody I know would pay that much money. You know more people than you think. I just did this morning with someone who's an agency owner. She owns a Facebook ads agency, and we went through her friends list on Facebook. She's like come up with like 3 names right off the top of her head. Then I'm like, let's go back to your former clients, people that you used to work with when you were doing done for you without the agency. And she's like, oh, I have like 7 more people come to mind. And then I'm like, well, what about that group? Weren't you in like a group program or something? She's like, oh yeah. She had made some good connections there. I'm like, weren't you in another mastermind? Oh yeah, that's right, I do. Boom, boom, boom. She came up with at least no less than 12 names this morning, just on our call, of who would pay her new agency rates. So what she used to charge might have been only $3,000, and now it's going to be 10. But her qualifications have grown. She's grown. Her abilities to get faster results better. So all that to say, you know more people than you think. If you're unsure, let me know. I reach out. I can help. And then number 3, I don't know anybody's going to pay that. I wish it were different, but the reality is when you're working custom on one-on-one, it's not about the money. It's about so much more, but specifically the value you create. So how do you create that value? Well, I said this before, you don't have to know the offer before you get on the phone, before you start to talk to somebody. But you do want to make sure that they understand where you're coming from, your certifications, your training, your results, what you've done, even if you've just done it as a part of a group and as a part of somebody else's business. That counts too. So I also work with so many people who say, well, I only did that for such and such or so-and-so or this other company, because a lot of them are coming from corporate. They've worked for other companies for years. That's what gave them the success and the experience they had. But it wasn't like they had their own client and they have their own testimonials or they have their own portfolio. That's okay. You were a part of it. Do you know how to do it? Do you know how to get those results fast for that particular person? Yes? Great. Well, then let's find out more about them, help them out, and then move ahead. So I've been there. Yeah, exactly. So now you've got 3 things right now to get unstuck. This is what I do. And I love doing it. So whether you're working with me here, or whether you're hearing me somewhere else, or whether you're connected on my email list, or you're in my Facebook group, or we've connected some other way, let's stay connected. There'll be a link around this video soon. Make sure you click it. Let's continue the conversation, continue to get free sales training on a regular basis, and I will see you soon, especially live next week right here on my Facebook business page.